how am I gonna cook all of Thanksgiving with one oven? I got you covered. Stick around, I'll show you how. Hey, welcome back to She's in Her Apron. I am Kimmy, and I'm really glad to have you here today. My mom lived in this beautiful home, and she had double ovens and her stove, and they downsized because they're empty nesters. Sorry, Mom. We love you and we miss you. Mwah. And so I was talking to her the night before our Thanksgiving a few days ago, and she's like, Kimmy, how am I going to cook Thanksgiving with one oven? It was like Mom forgot before she had that big house of how she used to cook when we were little with one oven. So I was like, Mom, I've been learning a lot of great things. I got you covered. So I sat and I told her on the phone. It was so fun. It was so fun to like me teach my mom something because she's taught me so much. So it was great. I was like, oh, it was so fun. Anyway, me and my mom love to talk about cooking and it's so fun. Anyway, remember we talked about making your cooking schedule? I hope you've done that for Thanksgiving. So you're like, okay, what do? I have one oven and I have like all these dishes I'm gonna make. How in the world? Okay, did you know that I just learned that you can make stuffing in your crock pot? Hello, that's awesome. That's a good thing to use. Okay, so you have your turkey. Now, we smoked our turkey on our smoker. Some people deep fry their turkeys. Which is awesome. Or you could buy one of those big roasting electrical bake ovens, like roasting pans, and you could put your turkey in that. Perfect. Okay. You could do that on your counter as well. But if you're using your oven, here's what you're gonna do. Number one, whatever side dishes that you can make ahead of time, do it. So the night before Thanksgiving, I made our green bean casserole, and that took like 30 minutes in the oven. I took it out when it was done, wrapped it up once it was cold, and I stuck it in the fridge because we like our green bean casserole how it sets up the next day. So all I had to do was reheat it. It was so fast. And then I cooked our sweet potatoes in the oven. Those take like an hour to cook. An hour. Who's got time for that on Thanksgiving Day? Well, I baked them in my oven the night before, and then wrapped them up once they cooled, stuck them in my fridge. So when it was time on Thanksgiving, all I had to do was heat it through. And then I added my marshmallows, okay? So that was covered. Now, I make my stuffing the day of Thanksgiving. I just like the freshness of it. That's just what I like. This is what I learned from Rachel Ray, and I have done it ever since, and it works out awesome 100% of the time. You take your turkey out of the oven once it's done, okay? You wrap it in aluminum foil, even if it's sitting in a bag, if you use one of those roasting bags. Okay, so what you're gonna do is wrap it in aluminum foil, and then you're gonna take a heavy towel and sit that on top of that. Your bird is gonna be hot for like an hour. My mom was so shocked when we went to her house 2 Thanksgivings ago, and I showed her that trick because we cooked 2 turkeys for a big crowd. She couldn't believe it when, like an hour later when we like opened up the second turkey, how piping hot it still was. That's the best tip I've ever learned from Rachel Ray. Oh my gosh. So the turkey comes out of the oven, you wrap it up, you keep it warm because you want it to rest anyway to get those juices going through again. Wrap it up, put it away. Put it on your counter, put it on your, like on top of your stove, okay? You're gonna put in on the top shelf of your oven your stuffing because that needs to get crispy. And then on the rack below that, you're gonna put the things that you're gonna heat through that are gonna take no time at all. Let me show you what I did. Okay, in the oven I have my apple onion stuffing, the green bean casserole, and the yams. So I just made that, so that will cook for the first time. These are just heating through. And when those are done, I'll hit them with marshmallows. So let's get these cooking. Okay, how awesome is that? Whatever you could cook before Thanksgiving that takes a little while to cook, like squash, yams, sweet potatoes, things like that, do the night before. So all you have to do is reheat them, and it doesn't take that long to reheat. And cook your pies, not the day of Thanksgiving. This oven should not have any pies baked in it on Thanksgiving, especially if you're doing all the cooking. Nope. Bake your pies the day before or a few days before and put them away in your refrigerator. Save everything else for what needs to be done. Those are my tips for you on how you can cook with just one oven. It's possible. It's so doable. Well, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much. Get in your aprons, do something for somebody else, and make memories. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya. Bye.